Hello everybody, and I'd like to show you guys the sliders, the difficulty settings I use for the NCAA Dynasty because they have changed since I started the Dynasty. After a little bit I wasn't feeling challenged enough, so I took these sliders on, and they're the sliders that can be found on operationsports.com. They're by Matt 10 and the rest of the community. They've been working on these sliders for a while, and they're excellent. They provide the best results, great gameplay, and it's just great. And don't be taken aback by the fact that it's all Heisman difficulty. A lot of the computer cheapness is leveled down, so you get a good amount of realism without the computer's, shenanigans. And keep in mind, everybody's playstyle is different, so use these as a base. If you find something isn't working, or if there's not enough interceptions, or the computer field goal kicking is too good, mess with the sliders yourself. These are just a good base. I basically stuck with the set they've put out there because it just really works well for me. I really enjoy it, and I highly recommend these sliders. I'll post a link in the description so you can go straight to that page, and it's good. Now, the important thing about this is in Dynasty mode, you want to go to Coach Central and Coach Info. These are integral to the sliders working, because a lot of coaches' aggression sliders are very high. For some reason, roster makers like to make coaches high. So let's say you're going to play Texas State. All right, let's say in your next game you're going to play Texas State. So we're going to go to the head coach of Texas State. All right, and we're going to go press right trigger to go to his offensive style. You see his aggressive slider is all the way at 69. We want to push that back to as close to 50-50 as possible. If you can't get it to 50-50, then go one step under. So make sure aggressive is at 50 or as close to 50 without going over as possible. And same for defense. Same goes for defense. So both for offense and defensive style, and then you're going to do this for the offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator of that team as well. And I found this doesn't really impact simulation stats too much, so by adjusting these, you're not going to impact future games in a huge way either for Texas State or whoever else you play. And you do this every week for the team that you're going to play. So it really cuts down on the overly aggressive computer play, specifically defensively. If they have a high aggressiveness, they're going to blitz a lot, and it really makes it too easy on offense, too predictable. And when you have the aggression slider at 50-50 or as close to that as possible, you get a lot better play calling from the computer, and it makes it a lot more enjoyable because the computer plays a lot smarter. That aggression slider really, if you have it high, makes the computer play really crazy and do some really silly things. So it mitigates a lot of some of the silly play calling and predictable play calling that the computer does. It doesn't take it all away, but it makes it a better game. And I highly recommend you guys use this as at least a base. But the aggression thing is very important. If you want to have the best experience possible at the game, I've found. Anyway, of course, everybody's experience will be different, but that's that. I'll post the link, like I said, to that thread in the description, so if you want to look over, and they might have made changes since then, but I'm sticking with this set. Whatever changes they make, I think I'm just going to kind of ignore. I really like where I'm at. So thank you guys. The video's long past over. I'm just talking now. But thank you guys for your continued support. I'll get some more videos out to you as well. And I will see you all next time.